I've had an airplane for 40-some years, and every time you fly it, you have to pull it in and out of the hangar by hand. And as this pain in my hips and knee got worse, it got harder and harder. I knew a long time ahead of that I needed to do something. I had heard about Todd Dillman doing these non-invasive hip replacements, and I looked into it, and I was very excited that I had found him.
Paul is somebody I would call a Renaissance man. He's a guy who knows a lot about a lot of things. You know, between his travels, between owning a business, between his day-to-day flying a plane, training hound dogs for hunting, and he's as active can be.
He made it very clear that I'd waited as long as I dare, and I knew that from the pain I was going through. So I made an appointment right there to go ahead and let's get her done. The most exciting part of it for me was the fact that I went in there on a Wednesday, had a total hip replacement, and the following day at 1 o'clock, I was walking around my house with a cane, and it's just hard to believe yet, and I've never had any problem with it. Just wonderful.
He had a great outcome and a speedy recovery, and we ended up replacing the other. At that point, it's once you replace a joint on a patient, they're more like family, and we then, a few years later, now have replaced his knee.
It's been 3 weeks tomorrow since I had my total knee replaced by Todd and his crew over there, and I'm already flying my airplane, driving a car, enjoying my 11 grandkids, and working in my wood shop, and it's just really nice to have it behind me and have it done that quick.
The first day after your operation, you're up walking. You go home from the hospital the next day. So you're one night in the hospital and you go home. You don't go to a nursing home, you don't go to a rehab center, you go home. You're up moving because the whole goal of the operation is to make you active again and allow you to return to your full functional level. So we push that a great deal.
I was literally free walking around my airplane hangar and working my wood shop and stuff within about 10 days. I was just absolutely comfortable with no pain. And sideline on that, I didn't use any pain medicine other than like Advil, and so I didn't go into the pain medicine at all. I didn't need it.
I'd say Paul represents the norm for his ability to get around in the immediate post-operative period after his hip replacements as well as his knee replacements. When I saw Paul at 2 weeks following his knee replacement, he didn't have a cane. He was walking in relatively unnoticeable that he actually had surgery.
Todd, not only being a great surgeon, has learned to surround himself with people that everyone that I dealt with from the time I walked in that hospital and left acted like they loved being there, and that meant a lot.
I've operated in multiple different hospitals, and I've been now at Black River Falls for more than a few years. Black River has a personal touch, but yet a technical side that's unparalleled. I would hold our numbers and our stats and our patient outcomes up to anywhere.
I would recommend them to my family or friends or classmates, whoever it is, because I think they're light years ahead of what's happening in a lot of other areas.
You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with, as the operating room team at Black River, the therapy department, the nursing department. All those together make the patient experience the best one possible.
I questioned myself after a while as to why I waited so long to get it done when it was so simple to get it done. I would have done it a long time sooner. And if people knew how quick you can go in and get this thing done and be back on the golf course, driving range, whatever you want to do, it's just time to do it when you feel it.